Hey guys, welcome to InChina. I'm Lynne.
I'm Elliot.
Finally, we got some comments about our last video. That was a huge encouragement to us. Please keep doing that. Your subscription and your comments will be something I'd like to see more than my husband. Okay, let's get started. There are two things that went viral on Chinese social media last weekend. The first one, Weibo, the Chinese version of Twitter, announced that it would delete LGBT-related content from its site.
The company said its aim was to create a clear and harmonious environment.
Okay, the move was protested by almost 400 million users. They used hashtags like I'm gay, I'm lesbian, I protect LGBT equality, etc. to express their anger.
And you know what? They kept creating new hashtags. Even Weibo keeps deleting them. Even female health was deleted. I mean, seriously?
This kind of stuff keeps happening in China. Is already famous for network control. I mean, it is kind of a miracle that we're making YouTube video here. And there's no denying that our society has low tolerance with homosexuality. It clashes with our traditional Chinese values.
Since ancient times, China has highly valued Confucianism, which features the doctrine of mean. It's a complex concept, but simply put, it means moderation and no extremes.
So two men or two women getting married deviates from the doctrine of mean. It is not okay to be different. And the doctrine also gives birth to a culture, don't ask and don't tell.
And there is an old saying in China, 不孝有三，无后为大, which means there are three ways to be unfilial, and the worst one is not producing offspring.
This is part of the reasons why most Chinese parents cannot stand their kids being gays or lesbian. Actually, they don't know much about being sexuality, but they don't even bother to learn.
Yeah, parents usually treat homosexuality as a disease that can be cured. Some even think it doesn't exist in China and was introduced by the West, like the opium. Actually,
homosexuality has a long history in China, maybe the longest in the world. It can be dated back to the spring and autumn times. It's like more than 3,000 years ago. And there's a Chinese phrase called 断袖, cutting the sleeves. It is used to describe the gay lovers.
And this is how this story comes from. The Emperor of the Han Dynasty was crazy about his male companion Dong Xian. One day, Dong Xian fell asleep on the emperor's sleeves. Instead of waking him up, the emperor cut off his sleeves.
Quite romantic, right? According to the historians, almost every emperor in Eastern Han Dynasty had male lovers, and the romance between two men can be found in many Chinese historical works like The Dream of Red Chamber, which is a great masterpiece.
I mean, how could we become less open nowadays? Do you know the film Call Me By Your Name?
Heard of it.
And it was pulled from the Beijing Film Festival earlier this month.
For homosexuality to be recognized by the law in China, there's still a long way to go. Nobody knows.
I just hope the society can be better prepared than the law. We need a real, clear and harmonious environment.
Okay, let's move on to see the videos circulating on the internet.
我给你们讲道理，你跟我说给我3天时间，我给你3天，我连续给了你5个3天15天。
So this woman spent $100,000 on a new Mercedes Benz in a dealership.
I mean, after you buy a car, you would just sit in it, not on top of it. Except that you're a car show girl, and you would smile, not cry.
Because on her way out of the dealership, she found out the engine was leaking oil.
Who'd have thunk? 100,000 is a lot of money. A Mercedes-Benz is not a car you would just fool around.
Yeah, if the dealership just offered a new car or refund, we wouldn't even be here talking about this. But instead, it just offered to change the engine, and saying it is the national warranty policy.
So that's the warranty policy works? Interesting.
So the customer didn't accept that. She wanted a refund on a new car, but her complaint was kind of ignored, and the dealership was being a jerk in the whole process. So 2 weeks passed, the problem unsolved. The only thing she could do was to take it to the internet.
So that's why we have this video. She sat on top of the car, weeping and complaining about the whole thing.
Yeah, and the woman seemed to be well educated. I cannot believe that is how a customer and a well educated woman has to do to get justice. But luckily, she got enough support online and finally got the attention of Mercedes-Benz.
Yeah, people are saying that she's done a great job in fighting against the dealership. Because you know, in China, not every consumer has the guts, the knowledge, and perseverance to fight for their rights.
Yeah, because we were taught to avoid the troubles since we were kids, even if we are victims.
Yeah, we will always say, forget it, 算了, and
There you go.
everything is changed.
Yeah, I do think it is time to change now. We need more good examples to teach people how to stand up for themselves.
Because you know, people in China tend to 面子要紧 or face is more important. That means that they don't want to cause a scene while fighting for themselves. But now, things are changing.
Yeah, I think this buyer has set a very good start. With her rational and logical argument, people are admiring her on the internet.
And people are mocking the dealership and the Mercedes-Benz, saying that their car is the only one that makes a woman cry for it.
Let's just hope in the future people don't always just let it go or forget it or choose means over their rights.
And will not take to the internet while defending themselves.
Okay, I guess that's it for today. Please leave your comments below and like, save and subscribe our channel. I'll see you next time.
Bye!